In this video, we will show you how to set the correct circuit types on your MC3 to control architectural clocks. National Times architectural clocks are available as synchronous clocks or minute impulse clocks. To set the correct circuit type, you first need to determine what type of architectural clocks you have. The clock type can usually be found on the serial number plate attached to the enclosure of the clock mechanism. Synchronous clocks include clocks such as our 2MR, 3MR, HMR, and 4MR. On synchronous clocks, the hands move smoothly at a constant speed. When looking at a synchronous clock mechanism, you can remove the cover of the enclosure and you will see ratchets and a gear transmission inside of the mechanism. Impulse clocks include clocks such as our 2MI, 3MI, HMI, and 4MI. On impulse clocks, the hands move in a ticking motion where the hands are stopped at each minute and then quickly move to the next minute. When looking at an impulse mechanism, you can remove the cover of the enclosure and you will see a micro switch attached to the side of the mechanism. It is also important that you have the right version of MC3 for the type of clocks it is controlling. If you let us know what type of architectural clocks you have when ordering your MC3 Master Clock, you should have the correct version. To verify that you have the correct version of the MC3, we will need to look at the circuit board on the inside of the housing. Looking at the back of the main circuit board, identify the version number written on the chips located here and here. The important part of the chip versions are the numbers at the end. For impulse clocks, both chips should be version 1.15. For synchronous clocks, sometimes referred to as ×10 clocks, both chips should be version 1.14 or lower, depending on the age of the MC3. To enter the tech menu where we will set the circuit type, press and hold the program button for 10 to 15 seconds. Keep holding the button when you see C1, then you'll see the time flashing, keep holding. Now you'll see C1 and some numbers. This is the menu you want. If you get to a menu like this that has 54, it means you held the program button for too long. You'll need to go back to the main display and try again. To return to the main display, press the exit button. Now press and hold the program button for around 10 seconds until you enter the tech menu. Now you can choose the circuit type for circuit 1. Use the up arrow to scroll through the choices. For synchronous clocks, set the circuit type to 4. For impulse clocks, set the circuit type to 12. With the correct circuit type selected, press the Enter button. Now you can choose the circuit type for circuit 2. Use the up arrow to set this to 0 because circuit 2 is not used for architectural clocks, even if you have multiple clocks hooked up to a 4-switch module. If you have a 4-switch module, all the clocks are controlled together through circuit 1. The clocks can be individually controlled using the manual switches on the 4-switch. With the circuit type for circuit 2 set to 0, press the Enter button. There are more settings here in the tech menu, but we don't have to worry about any of those to set the circuit types. So we can go ahead and press Exit to return to the main display. Now that we have set the right circuit types, the MC3 should be able to control our architectural clocks. You may still have to get your clocks onto the right time. Watch our other videos for more information about setting the time on your MC3 and secondary clocks.